Tuesday, August 19th, a beautiful mid-August day, temperature about 75 degrees as we approach game time. We're at the Beaumont Field for game number 2 of a best-of-5 series, championship finals in the Lake Champlain Slow Pitch Softball League. Tonight it features the Patriots II club, who are down 1-0 against the Dragoons farm equipment team. In a game last night played at this field, Dragoons won 3-2 in an exciting ball game. As I mentioned, this is the best of 5 series. They'll be playing again on Wednesday night at 6:30, and I'm not sure at this point when game 4 is scheduled for. Our plans are immediately following this game to head to Plattsburgh to get the end of game 3 of Shazy versus City Plaza in the Women's League down there. This could be the final game in that league, and we'll put that on immediately following this ball game, so stick with us. We'll give you the lineups as we're watching the umpires going over the ground rules with the 2 managers. The managers tonight are Frank Dumas for Dragoons and Kevin Juno on your right for Patriots II. Umpires from left to right are Gerald Duquette, Dave Pickles Lambert, and Terry Lamberton. The batting order for Dragoons will be visiting is going to be Tom Harrigan leading off. He's playing left center field, followed by Jerry Davison, the shortstop, Gary Dragoon, the left fielder, Gary DeCoste, the third baseman, Jeff Menard, who's DHing tonight, Joe Miller at second base, Frank Dumas in right field, Terry Delaney, the right center fielder, Orville Nettle behind the plate, Brad Rasco at first, and of course Lynn Bayshore on the mound. For Patriots, defensively, it'll be Mike Bushy pitching, Don Cook behind the plate, at first base Frenchie Babby, second base Gary Juno, shortstop Kevin Juno, and at third base Rick Garso. In left field, it'll be Frank Parker, left center field Jeff Rye, right center field Tim Matat, and right field Tim Gowett. Also in the lineup as a designated hitter, or extra hitter if you will, is Mitch Juno. Starting to get a pretty good crowd here as we approach game time. It's 6:31 on my watch, so the game should be starting in just a moment.
Did you go? That's good. About a 3:46. I don't want to get over off.
Tom Harrigan's going to step in. First pitch of the ball game is swung on, hit to right center field for a base hit. Tim Matat picks it up. And we have a base hit to start things off. This is Jerry Davison, the shortstop. First pitch to Davison is going to be looked at for strike 1 as it hits the side of the mat. Pitch from Bushy. Too much arc, says Duquette, but it's fouled out of play. There's a pink leopard in the dugout here on the Patriots side. Here's a pitch from Bushy. 2-strike pitch. That just barely misses. Mighty close for Davison to be taking a pitch like that with 2 strikes on him. Swings at this one, a chopper. Bushy will go to second to Kevin Juno for 1 to throw to first in time. And Davison gets down that line in a hurry. So that was a quick double play. Davison bats from the left side. That gives him that extra step and a half, and he's a fast runner. So You got to do it right when you get a double play and a runner like him. Okay, this is Gary Dragoon. He's the left fielder. We have 2 down and nobody on. He's going to swing at the first pitch. Hit it to left field, foul territory. Right near the line. Didn't quite get as far foul as I thought it was going to be. Might have even been in fair territory. Frank Parker grabs it. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first inning now with no score in the ball game. The batting order for Patriots II will be Rick Garceau leading off, followed by Tim Gowett, Kevin Juneau, Frank Parker, Mitch Juneau, Frenchie Babby, Jeff Rye, Mike Bushy, Gary Juneau, Don Cook, and Tim Matat. Defensively for the Dragoons Club, Lynn Bayshore is pitching. Orville Netto behind the plate. At first base, Brad Rasco. At second base, Joe Miller. At shortstop, Jerry Davison. Third base, Gary DeCoste. Left field, Gary Dragoon. Left center field, Tom Harrigan. Right center field, Terry Delaney. And in right field, Frank Dumas. As I mentioned, also in the lineup is Jeff Menard, the extra hitter. This is Rick Garceau. He'll lead things off for the Patriots team. Patriots got here by defeating the regular season champion Blubbs Grocery team in an exciting 3-game match last week. Ball 1. First pitch from Bayshore. And there's a strike, 1-1. Dragoons got here by defeating the Beaumont Pro Shop. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, hit to right field. Dumas plays it on a hop. Garceau rounds the bag. And this will bring up Tim Gowett.
Come on, Timmy, bring him around now. Ricky, gotta get the third now. Okay, guys, be set now, guys. Work for now here, work for now. Ricky, watch the line drive now. Guys.
Swings at the first pitch, hits it to the right side. Garceau taking it kind of easy getting back. Lynn Bayshore snuck up in back of him and it was almost a double play. Garceau watching the first baseman Brad Rasco. Forgot about Lynn Bayshore. Lynn Bayshore is a smart ball player, so a well hit ball, but it's right at Rasco. We have 1 down and Kevin Juneau, the shortstop, is up. A beautiful evening. There's a strike, 1-1. Beautiful evening to be alive and watching a ball game. Joe Miller. Almost.
Hit the ball hard, guys.
Well, Patriots are hitting it hard, but right at the defense. 2 down as bring up the cleanup batter, Frank Parker. Ball 1. Second pitch is swung on, and Joe Miller takes it at his ankles. The Patriots are doing what they should do. They're hitting it hard and down. But unfortunately for them, it's been right at the Dragoons Club, and they've made 3 nice plays. So we're going to go to the top of the second inning with no score in the ball game. Gary DeCoste will be the batter to lead off the top of the second inning. He's a left-handed hitter.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Gary. You start now. Come on, Gary.
Pitch from Bushy. Swings, hits it to Garceau. Tried to pick it off his ankles. That is a Sunfield. But I think Garceau had watched the defense of Dragoons and kind of just took that for granted. Now he's looking up in the sun. I think he kind of lost it at the last second. Line shot right in that Sunfield. This is Albert Jeff Menard. He's the DH tonight. There's ball 1. So DeCoste is on. There's ball 2. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. No score in the ball game. She's pitched is ball 3. So Mike Bushy's gone 3-0 on the batter. Ball 4. Menard will go to first. DeCoste goes to second, and another left-handed hitter here is Joe Miller, the second baseman.
Come on, Joe Miller. Run down. Your man, Kev. Right now. Anything you feel comfortable at. Come on, buddy.
Fair ball right down the line.
Stand up.
DeCoste is going to score right down the line. So Miller singles, goes to second on the throw. And we have runners at second and third, still nobody down. And Dragoons is now leading 1-0. This is Frank Dumas.
Man, Michael, your man. Your man, Michael, kid. You right.
Strike one.
You, buddy. Come you, Frank.
Line shot up the middle. That'll probably score two. Rye picks it up. He's going to fire to Bushy. Bushy's going to cut it off, and play will be at second. They've got him at second. A heads-up play. They conceded that second run. They wouldn't have had him anyway. And they get Dumas, who was trying to get an extra base on the throw. So a good heads-up play. Mike Bushy taking the throw from Jeff Rye and nailing Dumas at second base. So it'll be one down, and it'll be 3-0 now. On the top of the second inning, Terry Delaney, the batter. There's strike one. Ball one ball and a strike. Hit to Jeff Rye. He'll take a couple steps and he'll miss it. He didn't bother chasing it either. And coming all the way around is going to be Terry Delaney.
Come on. Boy, let it run. Keep it going, Norval. Albert.
I think Rye wishes he could blame that on the sun, but I don't know if the sun affects too much. The shadows, as you can see, are pointing in that direction right down there. So that's 4-0, and Orville Netto, the catcher, is going to be stepping in here now. A line shot. Parker will play it on a hop and get it back in. Still only one down, and Brad Rasco is going to be stepping in. Foul and out of play.
Nobody got the last ball, need it. I didn't get it, Frank. Turn two, guys. Turn two.
There's a pitch to Rasco. He's going to swing and pop it to center field. Rye will catch this one with both hands this time. That'll be out number two. Netto retreats to first, and Lynn Bayshore will step in.
Come on.
Left field, foul ball.
Nice try, Lynn. Lynn, rip just like that, buddy.
Right here, momentum. Right here.
Come on, Lenny. Pick me up, buddy. Pick me up.
That's my guy. Turn two, guys. Come on, big Lenny. Oh!
Outside, that'll be ball one. One ball and a strike.
Two now. Come on, Lenny, boy. Come on, Lenny, boy.
A slow one. This could be trouble. Safe at first. Garso scooped it up and trying to hurry to make his throw. He couldn't quite pull it back down. Three runners at first and second with two down, and Tom Harrigan will be the batter. Swings at the first pitch. Tim Gowett should have it. He does. That's out number 3, but not before Dragoon scores 4 times. And we're going to the bottom of the second, with Dragoon's Farm Equipment leading 4-0. The extra hitter, the designated hitter, Mitch Juno, will lead off the bottom of the second. Looks at ball 1. Juno looks at ball 2. There's a strike. 2-1 is the count. Juno swings, hits it to Joe Miller. Goes to first in time. That'll be 1 down.
Come on, boys. Pick you up now.
This will bring up Orville Frenchie Babby, first baseman. On the ground, off Bayshore's glove, Miller backing up beautifully. Throw to first in time. A nice play. A nice back up there by Joe Miller at second base. So we'll score that 1-4-3. If you're scoring at home, and I don't know why you would be, but that's the way to score it. This is Jeff Rye. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Left field, Gary Dragoon. Good thing he didn't have to run. I don't think he saw that till it was on its way down. So we're going to go to the top of the third. The score is going to remain Dragoons 4, Patriots nothing. Jerry Davison is going to be the batter. The shortstop into double play his first time up. Swings and hits it on the ground. Foul. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, hit hard to right field. Tim Gillette grabs it. 1 down, and it's coming up Gary Dragoon. They'll come over here and pick up the bat that Davison left behind.
Come on, Gary. Start it up, Gary. Let's go, rip it. Come on, Gary.
Left center field. Jeff Rye going back, and he grabs it. I'll be out number 2. Two up and 2 down, and Gary DeCoste, the third baseman, will step in here now.
Gary, come on, we gotta run with 2 down, buddy. Come on, Gary.
We're on the top of the third inning. Up the middle, base hit. Rye tosses it in. And Jeff Menard will be the batter.
Come on, Dave, let's go. Come on, Albert. Come on, Albert.
Ball 1. Strike 1. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2, 2-2. Ball 3, we're going to have a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Just barely misses. That's ball 4. So DeCoste will move to second. Menard goes to first, and Joe Miller steps in to bat.
Come on, Joe Miller. Come on, Joe Miller. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Ball 1.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go, guys. Come on, Joey Miller.
Strike 1.
Come on, Michael. Come on, Joey.
Opposite field. Kevin Juno stops it. Bases are loaded now with 2 down.
Knock it down, Mike. Get base.
First 2 batters went out, and these last 3 batters have gotten on since then. This is Frank Dumas, a right fielder. Lofts it to left field. Parker should have it. In foul territory, he grabs it. That's a 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Our score after 2.5. Dragoons 4, Patriots nothing.
Coming out.
Mike Bushy will be the batter. In there for a strike. Left field. Dragoon.
Come on, Gary. You need Gary.
A little trouble picking it up. He plays at left field, at Sun Field, as well as anybody. Him and Parker both do a good job out there. Tough field this time of the day, this time of the year, with the sun shining. This is Gary Juno. He's the second baseman. Strike 1. On the ground, Brad Rasco picks it up. Well hit ball, but Rasco scooped it out. That'll be out number 2, and Don Cook will be the batter.
Go, Donnie. Sting the ball, Donnie. Now sting it.
Strike 1. Too much arc. That'll be ball 1, 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1. 2 illegal pitches in a row. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Cook. Strike 2, they'll fill it up. Payoff pitch is going to be swung on, hit to left center field. Tom Harrigan catches it right where he was. That's out number 3. He's going to take us to the 4th. And after 3 full, it's Dragoons 4, Patriots nothing. Loose ball on the field. Terry Delaney is our batter.
Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary. Hey, get up there, Gary. Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
Ball 1.
Come on, Gary. Let it ride, let it ride. Gary, boy, come on, Gary.
On the ground. Those are tough. Those rollers are tough because there's no bounces. They don't bounce in your glove, and that was kind of a semi-fast roller, and Kevin Juno knew he had to hurry and didn't field it cleanly. This is Orville Neto. Delaney is on with nobody out. Swings at the first pitch. There's a hard shot up the middle for a base hit. Matat mishandles it. That's going to score a run.
Good job. Come on, fellas.
Matat mishandled it, and Rye didn't pick it up right away, and that's what allowed Delaney to score. Otherwise, it probably would have been 1st and 3rd. Rasco, the batter. And Patriots are starting to have a bad game here. Whoa, Parker can't pick it up. And somehow Neto's still standing at 3rd. I don't know why. Could have scored easily on that. And Lynn Bayshore is the batter. Nobody out, as I recall. There's one inside, ball 1. That might be why they didn't bother sending Neto. Rasco at 2nd, Neto at 3rd. Bayshore runs up and pops it into left field. And Rasco advanced to 3rd on that. There was no throw from Parker.
Hey, you do anything you want with that bat now. No, come on, Gary.
This is Tom Harrigan. I believe there are 2 runs in thus far this inning. It's it to Tim Matat. Matat concedes the run and keeps Bayshore at first. That's the first out. And this is Jerry Davison.
Down, guys, 1 down. Back, Jeff.
3 runs across. It's 7-0 here in the top of the 4th. 1 down. Davison hits it to Babby. A good play by Frenchie Babby. He knocked it down. Bayshore had to wait to see if it was going to be caught in the air. And Babby came up firing to second in time to get that lead runner. That's out number 2. Davison reaches on the fielder's choice. And Gary Dragoon will step in now.
I got 2 guys. Your man, Michael, first or second.
Strike 1. On the ground. Garso with a long throw. In time, a nice play. I'll be out number 3, and I think their score is 7-0. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Right center fielder Tim Matat going to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. His team trailing by 7.
Go. Face it, keep a good eye.
Foul.
Good place to put it, though. Good place to put it, Tim.
Harrigan catches it. It's out number 1, and this is going to bring up Rick Garso.
Come on now, Ricky Garso. Come on, guys. 1 down. Oh, get it up, guys. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Lenny.
Strike 1. On the ground, nice pickup by Lynn Bayshore. Throw to first. 2 down. This will bring up Tim Gowett. Well, one thing we can say about Patriots, they haven't left very many men on base thus far. We're 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. And this is only batter number 13, I believe. So that means they've left 1 man on base thus far. Line shot. There's a hit for Gowett. Team down by 7. Gowett's not going to take any chances out there. He'll settle for a single. And Kevin Juno will be the batter. Ball 1. There's strike 1. If you join us late, I want to remind you that my plans are at this moment to head to Plattsburgh to cover the Shazy City Plaza game number 3, which could be the finals in that league, in the City Women's League. And that game will be on immediately following this one. There's a base hit for Juno. Gowett's going to go to third. The throw's going to come into second. We'll have runners at the corners. 2 outs. And Frank Parker will be the batter. Strike 1.
Stand up, stand up. 2 RBIs.
Juno goes to second. Runners at second and third. On the ground, Davison. Can't play it and misplayed out there by Harrigan. That's going to score at least 2 runs here, of course. Parker, the play is going to be at third. So an infield ball turns into 3 bases for Parker. Took a bad hop over Davison's head and Harrigan couldn't pick it up. It's a 7-2 ball game in the bottom of the 4th with 2 down. And this is Mitch Juno, the extra hitter. He looks at strike 1. Lofted high, this should be caught. Harrigan grabs it.
We showed them we're alive out there.
Patriots get on the scoring column, and we're going to go to the top of the 5th. Our score through 4 complete. Dragoon 7, Patriots 2. DeCoste, the batter. Pitch from Mike Bushy. Swings at the first offering. Bushy deflected it. Juno unable to play the defection. The DeCoste is on with a single. Juno breaking up the middle, and when Bushy deflected it, he couldn't quite get back in time to field it. This is Albert Jeff Menard. He's going to swing at the first pitch and loft it. Tim Matat's going to grab it. DeCoste tags up and goes to second. One down, and Joe Miller will be our batter. Opposite field, Garso can't pick it up. He knocked it down, but that's all he could do. So Miller is on, and Frank Dumas will be the batter.
Michael, your man.
Strike 1. On the ground, Kevin Juno gets 1, throw to first. In time. Dave Lambert said it was in time. Don't quite think Dumas agrees. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th now. Our score remains 7-2. Dragoons leading the Patriots. I see Joe Southwick's here. He got upset with me a couple of weeks ago because right after the All-Star break, baseball All-Star break, I mentioned that the Red Sox were dead. Of course, what I neglected to realize at the time was that everybody in the American League East is dead. And so the Red Sox are gaining ground slowly. Since the Yankees and everybody else has died too, the Red Sox just might hang on and win that American League East. Frenchie Babby pops up to Joe Miller, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And Jeff Rye is the batter. Hard hit ball. Delaney grab it. Out number 2. And the Patriots scored both of their runs with 2 outs in the last inning. We'll see if Lightning can strike twice here as Mike Bushy steps in.
We did it before, we'll do it again. Good. All right, good.
Fouled.
Come on, Blue. Let's not die in here. Let's go. Let on the 2. Come on, guys. Get up out there. Talk it up now. Get up there. Come on, Mike.
Popped up, drifting toward the fence. Nice catch by Gary Dragoon. That'll be out number 3. That'll take us to the top of the 6th inning with the score: Dragoon 7, Patriots 2. Delaney is the batter. He looks at one inside for ball 1. Strike 1, 1 ball and a strike.
Your man, Mike, your man.
Hard hit by Juno. Well, Delaney is on with a single, and Orville Neto is the batter. On the ground. Out at first. Babby stuck with it. Another close play at first base. Delaney moves up. Bushy over there covering. One out and a runner at second. Brad Rasco is going to be the batter. Inside, ball 1. That'll be strike 1. One ball and a strike. On 1 pitch to Rasco, swung on the ground. Juno. Juno faked the throw and almost lost Rasco. He's out at first. Delaney moves up. He could have had Delaney if he'd known that Delaney broke on that fake. But he didn't have time with Rasco hustling down that first baseline to take a look. There's strike 1. So 2 down, a runner at third. Lynn Bayshore, the batter. Nice grab by Kevin Juno. Nice grab, gets him out of the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Score remains Dragoon 7, Patriots 2. Gary Juno will be the batter. Strike 1.
Come on, guys, get up, out there!
Go, Gary, go, Gary, go, Gary, go, Gary! Come on!
Hard hit ball. DeCoste got a hand on it, his bare hand. And it went straight up. An infield hit for Juno, and this will bring up Don Cook, the catcher.
Deep!
Ball 1.
Donnie, sting it hard!
We have an interloper on the field.
Yeah! Come on now!
Ball 2.
Gary, you be wheeling.
There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, guys!
On the ground, Lynn Bayshore goes to second for 1. Throw to first. Out at first. Double play. And 2 down. This is Tim Gowett.
We go with two. Come on, let's go.
Come on, guys!
Let's go.
Come on, Timmy, go with 2 now. Go with 2.
Come on, Timmy.
Strike 1.
Hard. Wheel it, Timmy.
Davison, the first in time. That's going to take us to the 7th inning. Our score after 6 full. And it's game number 2 of the Lake Champlain Finals. Dragoon 7, Patriots 2.
Come on!
I'm going to take a moment to give a short editorial. And anytime I give an editorial, I got to point out that this is my opinion and mine alone. And if anybody wants to come on, we'll more than gladly give equal time. I learned tonight that the Lake Champlain Slow Pitch League banquet will be held Friday, August 29th at the Moores Knights of Columbus. This is Tom Harrigan, the Moores Knights of Columbus in Moores. Harrigan's going to foul it off. And I just think it's kind of a shabby way to treat Mr. Dick Cole here. And in fairness to League President Frank Dumas, I should point out that Dumas said he was overruled. He wanted to have it here. Harrigan hits it to right center field. Tim Matat will grab it. The league has been using this field all summer long. The Beaumont establishment also sponsored a team in the league, and I just think it's a pretty shabby way to treat a team that's in the league, one of the league sponsors, and one of the place that's providing the playing field all summer long, a very nice playing field at that, and then to take your banquet and go somewhere else. And so the guys who voted to do that, I think it's a shabby way to treat Mr. Dick Cole and the Beaumont. It's out number 2. Jerry Davison flies out to Tim Matat. As I said, this is my opinion, and anybody who wants to come on and offer a different opinion is more than welcome. We'll gladly give equal time. This is Gary Dragoon. He's the left fielder. 2 down, top of the 7th inning. Strike 1. Frank Parker backing up. 2 hops, it bounces off the fence. Parker couldn't quite pick that up in time. Dragoon will be in the 3rd with a triple. So a 2-out triple, and Gary DeCoste is going to step in. Club is leading 7-2, top of the 7th inning.
Man, Michael.
Strike 1 hits the back of the mat.
Right back to you, Mike. There it is, there it is, there it is.
On the ground, Kevin Juneau plays it off his chest. Throws it away at first. DeCoste will be on. Gary Dragoon will score run number 8 for the Dragoons team, excuse me. And Albert Menard will be the batter. On the ground, Juneau will take the short throw to his brother Gary, and this is going to take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. Our score, Dragoons 8, Patriots 2. Rick Darso set to lead things off in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Lynn Bayshore is going to be in there for strike 1. On the ground, Bayshore plays it off his wrist. He's safe at first. Davison came over to cover. Oh, lead run on, and Tim Gowett is going to be the batter. And if you were watching over the weekend, you saw Tim get his first ever intentional pass last week, playing for Barcomb's TV in a game against Beaumont Lanes in the Gentlemen's League in Plattsburgh. Ball 1. Up the middle. Safe at second. Miller did a good job making a play on that ball. First two runners are on for the Patriots in the bottom of the seventh, and Kevin Juno is going to be the batter. Patriots have to score 6 times here. Kevin Juno looks at strike 1. Ball 1 ball and a strike. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Delaney should have it. He grabs it. I'll have runners at the corners. Garso goes to third. Gowett stays at first. 1 down and a batter, the cleanup batter, Frank Parker.
Come on, guys, now. Get the out. What about the runner? Now get it out first. You gotta get there and stand now.
A base hit looks like. Yes, falls in front of Delaney. That'll score Garso. Gowett had to hold up. Waiting to see if it'll be caught. So it'll be a base hit for Parker. It's an 8-3 ball game. Runners at first and second, and Mitch Juno, the batter. Strike 1. Strike 2 hits the front of the plate. We'll have a double steal. And that takes away the threat of a double play as Parker and Gowett move up. Too much arc. These 2 runs on base should not be a concern. Looks like Davison's got something in his eye over at shortstop. These 2 runs on base are actually meaningless as far as Dragoons are concerned. They should concentrate on getting the out. Our score is 8-3, and these 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th will only make it 8-5. Looks like Davison is all right. Time is 7:26, a very fast-moving ball game. And Davison's going to come in and
Surprise myself.
try to get something out of his eye here, I guess. Going to come in and catch. Harrigan is going to move in at shortstop. Neto moves to right field. Dumas moves over to right center field, and Delaney moves over to left center field as Harrigan comes in, and Delaney goes behind the plate.
Good play.
Out of play down the right field side.
Mitchell, good swing right there. Keep that swing. Just go down.
Come on, guys. Knock it down infield. Knock it down now.
Frank Dumas. He grabs it. That'll score Gowett. Gowett taking his time, hoping to attract a throw. A possible wild throw. That's going to be 8-4. 2 down. Parker on third. And Frenchie Babby, the batter. Very sure, making sure his defense is set.
Come on, Frenchie. Really hard.
Sting the ball, Frankie. Sting the ball now. Come on.
Outside, ball 1. Strike 1, 1-1.
Go get it, Frenchie. There you go, baby.
Base hit by Harrigan. That'll make it 8-5. Oh, Babby comes through with a base hit. We have 2 outs, though. And of course, Patriots scored their first 2 runs with 2 outs. This is Jeff Rye.
Sting him, Jeff. Sting him, Jeff.
Oh, he swings and hits a bullet. A beautiful catch by Joe Miller. A diving catch at second base by Joe Miller ended the ball game. Rye hit that as well as he's gonna. That would have put the tying run at the plate if that had been through there. So an 8-5 score is what we're going to end up with. Game 3 will be played Wednesday night here at Beaumont Field. Final score here, Dragoons 8, Patriots 5. Reminder, coming on very shortly will be the Chazy City Plaza game number 3, at least the last part of it, as I'm heading for Plattsburgh to do it. And it'll be on immediately following this ball game, unless something happens to me in Plattsburgh that prevents my return. Rye of